Alright, this is the Crow, City of Angels, latest PS1 try project game. The new game based on the sequel, the movie The Crow. All I know about this game is that it is god-awful. Roll with us.
Hello.
My controls, I can grab, run, punch, pick up, kick, fucking crouch. Good. Fantastic already.
It's a good looking game.
I haven't seen The Crow or the sequel to The Crow.
Yeah, I don't know even what they're about or anything. I don't know anything about The Crow other than that Brandon Lee died filming it.
I believe it's about like a person who tries to get revenge on criminals by beating them up. Got it's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up kind of game with tank controls, so this should last maybe 3 minutes for me.
Awesome. You know what? I feel like looking at this, like, I wonder if I've seen this on some worst video game ever video.
It is meant to be one. There's crow sound effects when I beat up people.
Seems like a really good game. Oh yeah.
The bottom.
Hey, clown face.
I don't know. I mean, if the lead actor died making the original movie, I don't know how they even made a sequel if they didn't include that character, or
I think they just recast it.
this does. I'm familiar with like the image of the Crow. Basically, in my head, he looks like the wrestler Sting, and this guy also seems to have that going on.
A little bit, yeah. It looks like it's based off a comic book, and it's about a rock musician who's revived from the dead to avenge his own death.
Maybe that's how they made the sequel. Maybe they brought Brandon Lee back.
Hey, clown face.
I don't think so.
There's apparently also
Daddy, daddy.
combos you can do to attack, but I don't know them. The first guy I beat up didn't show his health bar at all.
Yeah, it did.
It didn't seem to change. This guy, it is.
That guy just melt into a pool of blood. I like how when there's two guys, it just puts their health bars on
Yeah.
top of each other.
There's actually, I like that. That is like a somewhat more elegant way than like it just showing whichever guy you happen to hit last or something. Oh, that's blood on the ground. Okay, is it, or is it it's like a bird skeleton? I don't even. Throwing bottles. There's I have no idea what that. The bird silhouette blinked for a while, but why?
It's your crow sense.
I think the 4 people I've murdered already tell me that there's danger about.
You can like see your legs through things. It's sort of
Yeah.
weird looking.
I was like, I was noticing that when I was behind the table.
Hey, clown face. Hey, clown face. Hey, clown face.
Wait, so were these guys just hanging out like off screen, like just off camera? Like the crow could have seen
Yeah.
them and they could have seen the crow, but like.
It seemed to be. I had times where like I've been hanging out on a screen fighting a guy, and then another person just like walked in from the left of the screen.
I thought those guys were like supposed to be spawning or whatever. These guys were just like hanging out. So
I certainly didn't like go into a new room. Back up a little bit. Kick certainly seems to be my best attack. This guy is just missing me every. Oh no, he throws me. I've still lost very little of my HP so far. So I'm
1/6.
missing pretty badly constantly.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Pressing circle and it sort of trying to walk over to that knife. Just apparently hold circle and I'll throw weapons, but then like walk over to wherever the nearest one is.
I wonder how many people worked on this game.
I forgot to check what studio it's even from.
It's developed by Grey Matter, which is who?
The Secret Square Enix project.
Maybe. No. There's a Grey Matter Interactive, but they're a different Grey Matter Interactive.
Maybe whoever made this. This looks like I can like go around this corner here, but I'm not sure I can. Exit maybe? No, it doesn't look like an exit. We're off to a great start. You walk obnoxiously slow, too.
Yeah, I see the guys who made this made a lot of crap. It looks like, you know, stuff like James Bond Jr., Wayne's World, the Ren and Stimpy game, the Incredible Crash Dummies game. Remember those toys?
I do. I remember that. I remember like seeing that game and being like, "Why is this a game?"
Yeah, I think by that age, I'd learned not to rent things based on by like 5 or 6, I just didn't rent licensed stuff. They just sucked too often.
Certainly looks the way to go. But like the camera angle will change so frequently. I have to try to figure out like where I have to go stand to get the camera angle to trigger so I can keep on going to the left here. Like
If it won't let you, it's probably not where you're supposed to go. I think there's supposed to be a chain link fence going along the left there. Isn't? Oh no, wait, those are boxes.
Yeah, in a few seconds when you catch up.
Well, what's that red?
Yeah, that red area is where I'm.
Sign is saying.
Oh no! I mean, you're gonna be a few seconds behind me.
Yeah.
But where I am now, and I'm spinning in front of these dartboards.
Yeah.
To the right, that looks like a doorway, right?
I don't know.
But I walk towards it.
You can't get there. You can't get. Yeah. Try going somewhere else.
Take the knife back.
Yeah, like I don't think you can go to that red area. Did you have a PlayStation back in the day?
I did.
Did you not play a lot of games like with these terrible cameras? I feel like I learned how to navigate these games.
I didn't. When I noticed the
by
games
playing
had these,
so many.
when I noticed the games had these cameras, I would often return them to Blockbuster. I remember the first PlayStation game I played was Medieval.
Sure.
That game,
good.
that game was good. I'm looking forward to getting to play that one again. But unless I recall very incorrectly, that game had a more tradition, or not true, like the style of like 3D movement that we would think of. Like as being.
It was sort of weird. But yeah, it's not like this. But I don't know, there's games like this, and Fear Effect, and Resident Evil, and Dino Crisis, and there's enough of them, and there's enough good ones that I learned how to do it. I mean, this game...
I didn't play most of them. And like, I had such a negative reaction to them that I refused to play them. In the folly of youth.
Hey, clown face.
Yeah, I never returned a video game to the store. What did they give you your money?
Not the store, like,
I could do that.
almost all of my games I rented instead of played.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know you
Yeah.
could return rented games.
By return, I mean like
early? Like
no, just like I brought it back. I was like, oh, I'm not having fun with this. I don't want to play it anymore.
Like for a refund, or you
No, I
returned it early?
I'm just done with it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you tried.
Yeah.
I thought you went in and like demanded your money back. The way you said, I didn't.
I would have liked
My
to.
mind went to a place that was. Well, I remember when Blockbuster had their thing where you paid a certain amount, and you could do that. You could always have like one game out.
I did for a while. I had that like a subscription thing basically.
I did it for a little while, but the one near where I lived was like always out of the games I wanted to play. So it just was like.
I feel like I didn't do that. I feel like by the time like I did that, it was like PS2 era.
Yeah, no, right. It was later. I don't know. I always stuck.
Ooh, wait, is that a gun? That's a gun under that table. This pool cue.
I remember. I remember renting a Power Rangers game for the Super Nintendo that was terrible.
Yeah, I never rented, and look at the size of this fucking gun. This is like half the length of my leg. And it causes explosions. That's... This is perhaps a grenade launcher.
What wasted all your ammo?
I don't think I have ammo.
Oh, you
So, there's no backtracking allowed.
Hey, clown face.
Oh, hey, you're gonna... Okay, I didn't even shoot her and she blew up. This is like a... These are homing missiles that this gun shoots.
Very useful.
Oh, that one didn't do it. I guess I can just fire it as soon as like the health bar pops up. That will find him. Oh, I am out of ammo now because I'm just swinging my gun. God help me if there's a boss.
You didn't listen.
Well, I saw... I don't know if I should be doing something when I found this bird skeleton.
I think they're like pointing you. Maybe? No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're supposed to like kind of follow where they point.
That is actually super insightful, and I think you're right. Maybe that's his, like, his... I think it is his crow sense. Holy shit.
They were developing the game, they're like, people can't find their way around. Crows.
I mean, arrows would be a bit much, but yeah. Or maybe in the movie, maybe he sees, like, crows that tell him who else he needs to get revenge on. I'm holding circle, there's some sort of item for him to pick up. Oh, jeez. Okay, cool. Another fun thing, if you're just looking for any pick-upable item, go ahead and hold circle and start walking to it. Still haven't quite figured out what that row in between the health bars is for. Found the exit. I think I'm out of the last chance bar. Or no.
You just like walked through the bar.
Just one fix.
I'm fighting junkies now and not like other punks.
Just one fix.
Isn't that like junkies? As soon as you walk out, like just on site, they just sort of walk up and start punching and kicking and headbutting.
One fix.
Then you fight them off and they melt away.
You see a bird skeleton that tells you where to find more junkies.
This is authentic to my life.
Yeah, for the viewers who didn't know, Cole is a resurrected rock star. Gunned down in an act of gang violence outside a seedy bar. And he lives now to seek vengeance on those who have wronged him. And any other
actually,
sort of...
I got vengeance.
Oh, you got? Nice.
And so...
Now you're in the city
now I
of...
just kind of watch... I just
City
watch
of Angels.
Twitch.
Oh, much better.
No, I got vengeance. I went to the City of Angels. I did that.
LA,
Once
as
you
it's
do that,
known.
right? Yeah.
So
You do that, and then
he walks with this
you're
weird
still
stutter
resurrected.
step.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because that barrel's heavy. That's why.
This time I throw of it.
Is that black guy not wearing a shirt? Is that like a guy who's just wearing overalls?
He seems to be just wearing overalls. But his friend
Not
has a
wearing
shirt.
Underwear? Is that like all he's wearing?
If I could take it off his overalls and find out, I would.
He's like a crazy person. Wow,
I'm down to one life bar.
The location you are in. I cannot part. You like went out of the
Yeah.
back of a biker bar and you're where?
I think it's like a really wide alley. I don't think I'm indoors anymore. Now, whenever I went out, it had an exit sign. Seems to be cement on the ground. There's like a girder and some barrels.
But there's like wooden barrels, like.
I'm walking onto a dock. I'm definitely on like a pier or a dock now.
Represent
I
me.
see. So there's probably barrels full of tar for the ships.
Or hardtack.
Or hardtack.
There's some, remember some adventure game I played, I had to find hardtack in a barrel. It was on, like, on PC, but I didn't know what hardtack was. I looked it up. I was like, I thought it was like, I thought I had to find, like, hard tacks. Like, some sort of metal rivet. Like, oh, it's shitty bread. That's what I had to find.
Yeah. I am. Hardtack's one of those things where, like, I hear it and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I think that's a food, and then I always look it up and it's like, oh yeah, it's like weird stale bread that you eat when you're a sailor. I wonder if there's any good adventure games for the PS1.
Myst, maybe? Myst good? I've never played Myst. Oh, I'm gonna have to play Myst. I hope I can figure that out.
It's giving me a whole bunch. I googled it, an adventure game. Apparently, according to Google, means just like whatever. It's got like
Any game where you go on an
everything from
adventure. This is an
exactly.
adventure
It's
game.
got Soul Reaver. It's got Castlevania. It's got, you know, Spyro the Dragon. It's got Saga Frontier, which is a weird. That'll be a fun one. I'm looking forward to you playing Saga Frontier.
I don't know what that
Have you
is.
ever? Oh yeah,
I know
that's a weird one.
Spyro the Dragon will be I probably won't beat that. I'll fall off a cliff or something, but
Yeah, Spyro the Dragon's kind of tough. I don't think I could beat it without dying.
that was a game that I like. Oh wait, I played that as a kid and I was kind of good at it. Maybe I could like speed run that. And then I watched people who did speed run. I was like, oh wait, no, there's just actually like a dozen ways to break the game beyond being really good at it.
There's very few games where it's just being good at it. It seems like.
There really isn't some of those ones like the things that are being good at became like breaking it anyway. Like, you know, even people who played like Quake Online, you know, figured out bunny hopping.
Sure. Yeah, I had a roommate who speed ran Monster World 4.
Monster World?
4.
I don't know that
It's
franchise.
a Genesis game. That's yeah, it's sort of obscure.
What's his
It's
PB?
like 20. It was like less than half an hour. I want to say it was like 20 minutes to a half an hour.
And what's the world record?
I don't know. He was like close. Like it was one of those things where nobody cared about it. Like 3 other people ran it, and like he was up there.
That's cool.
I think he. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and like but he was very good. But he also, I don't know if he figured it out. Someone, but he used glitches. Like there was a way to float. I don't know. Monster World games are good. They're sort of weird.
Who's there?
Sort of side-scrolling action RPG type things.
Okay. In my head I was thinking like, I think I was like confusing it with like Monster Rancher.
No, nothing like that. Think more like vaguely, you know, Castlevania or
Okay.
Metroidvania, but like not. You explore a much larger world, and it's not as much you know, you're not Dracula's castle.
There you go.
But it's a similar thing where you gain abilities and go back to places you couldn't go before.
Oh, nice! I can
They're
just
good.
walk over that ammo. So there is ammo, but I don't think there's any indicator of how much I actually have. I just have to count my shots, maybe. Yeah, I am out. Just do this as long as I want. So, I don't need that gun anymore. The gun explodes when I throw it.
Eat steel.
I just hold down the punch button and I won't stop punching. Do that. Down to half a life bar.
Yeah. If you don't beat the level or find some help.
I have no idea what health would look like. What do goths eat to get health?
Goths eat regular food, right? I mean, there's not like
And presumably,
goth
but-
food, is there?
Red wine. Seems like a goth food.
That's it. Red wine to me smacks of middle-aged women.
I feel like goths
They're the ones
would
drinking.
be into red wine.
Steel. Eat
Certainly, yeah, the Crow series is popular with that, with goths. Brandon Lee has, and that's it. That's the game, actually. Got about goths, and I got killed again. So,
I'm sorry, Dad. Now we can never be together. You must remain here forever.
Jesus. This is brutal. Okay. That was, the Crow City of Angels. Didn't seem as bad as people said, but it is the sort of thing where, you know, you go to the store, you spend your $30 or whatever a new game cost in the mid-90s. $40? They weren't $60 then, right?
It would depend. It'd be 40 or 50. Probably 40 on the PlayStation.
40, yeah.
Most stuff was 40.
This is, you know,
Stuff would be like 80 on the N64.
I remember hearing about that, and that's weird. Even now, I like 80, like, that's gonna be like a deluxe digital collector's edition for like any sort of new game that's gonna charge you 80.
Yeah, well, the $80 wasn't like all profit margins. They were paying for expensive RAM and stuff. You know, it was just so PlayStation was like making the same amount of money per game, but it was so much cheaper to do CDs.
Yeah, that was that. Let's find out what our next games are gonna be. I think it's become that time. What was that noise?
This is
Monster Hunter?
Game Boy Wars.
Oh. Not Monster Hunter or Monster Rancher,
They're like-
Monster
World?
World. Thank you.
No, this is the prequel to Advance Wars.
Oh,
Which
nice.
was apparently
I love Advance Wars.
developed by Hudson, which I did not know. Oh, oops. It's kind of weird because it's hex-based. It's not a grid.
Nope, not that. Far too. I don't understand why that's so giant. Well, honest. Where is that? Okay, let's find our next three games. Got 1770, which will be Magical Hoppers, Japanese game. I wonder if that's known as something else stateside. Got Magical Hoppers. 1232. Oh, not quite Grand Theft Auto or Grand Tour. Well, got another Japanese game, Goku Densetsu Magic Beast Warriors.
Sounds pretty good.
Got a 477 in the seas. Another Japanese game, Choro Q Marine Q Boat. So, the next three in no particular order: the Choro Q Marine Q Boat, Magic Hoppers, I believe I said, and whatever that other one was.
Goku Densetsu.
Yeah, Goku Densetsu Magic Beast War. Yeah, Magic Hoppers, I think I said. Space Hoppers.
Something like that. It's definitely Hopper.
Yeah, that Magical Hoppers. Yeah, so enjoy those and have a good afternoon.